The silent treatment. How Amina almost lost her marriage to pride. The house was quiet. Not the peaceful kind of quiet, but the heavy, suffocating kind. It had been 3 days since Amina and her husband, Yusuf, had really spoken. Oh, they exchanged necessary words past the salt, did you pay the bill, but the warmth was gone. A wall of ice had grown between them in the very home that was supposed to be the sanctuary. It started over something small. A misunderstanding about finances, a sharp word spoken in tiredness. Amina felt dismissed. Her feelings were hurt. And in that moment of hurt, she made a choice that many of us make. She decided to punish him with silence. She thought, I won't speak to him until he realizes what he did. He needs to apologize first. The escalation and the trap of pride. Day 1 felt righteous. Amina felt she was standing her ground. But by day 2, the silence started to feel less like a weapon and more like a cage. She would see Yusuf sitting on the couch, looking dejected, and part of her wanted to just sit next to him. But then, a voice inside her, the voice of pride, whispered by Shaitan, would say, no. If you give in now, he wins. He hurt you. The tension was unbearable. Every room felt smaller. The emotional distance was growing into a chasm. Amina started to wonder, does he even care? Maybe we just aren't compatible anymore. Shaitan loves the silent treatment, it is his playground. He filled Amina's head with doubts about her entire marriage, all because of one unresolved argument. The turning point, spiritual reflection. On the night of the 3rd day, Amina finished her Isha prayer. She sat on her prayer mat, feeling an immense heaviness in her chest. She raised her hands to make dua, but the words felt stuck. How could she ask Allah for peace when she was actively creating war in her own home? Then, a hadith of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, entered her heart. It is not lawful for a Muslim to desert his brother for more than 3 nights, and the better of the 2 is the one who greets the other first. Amina realized with a jolt. Her silence wasn't teaching Yusuf a lesson, it was displeasing Allah. Her pride was more important to her than the barakah of her home. The resolution, the twist. It was the hardest thing she had done in a long time. Swallowing her ego felt physically painful. She walked into the living room where Yusuf was staring blankly at the TV. Her heart was pounding. She didn't offer a grand apology. She simply made 2 cups of tea, walked over, placed one in front of him quietly, and sat down close to him. She whispered, Salam. Yusuf looked up, surprised, eyes filled with relief. The ice instantly cracked. They didn't resolve the finance issue right then, but they resolved the bigger issue, the disconnection. By being the one to break the silence, even though she felt wronged, Amina took the weapon out of Shaitan's hand. The moral. Dear sisters, the silent treatment is a trap. It solves nothing and destroys everything. It feeds our ego and starves our marriage of mercy. The lesson Amina learned is vital for all of us. In Islam, being the first to break the silence, to extend the olive branch even when you feel hurt, is not weakness. It is supreme spiritual strength. It means you value Allah's pleasure and the sanctity of your marriage more than your own pride. Be the better of the 2. Be the one who brings the salam back into the home. Have you ever struggled with the silent treatment in your marriage? How did you overcome it? Share your stories in the comments below to help others. If this story resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Life Everywhere for more real talk on Islamic marriage. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.